It's a great weekend in sports, obviously. A lot of things we'll talk about today, but right now we're going to talk about the Power Pack Mini Rides, and they always put on an incredible show here at the National Fire Machinery Show. 26th annual championship, and our friends at Zeneca Ag Products have again brought the best to us right off the bat. We're going to get into it with the Gambler machine, that Jasper engine-sponsored ride.
Yeah, the Jasper Engine Gambler is what it's called now as they come to the line. Up number one, Russell Korf, Evansville, Indiana, along with his crew chief, Mike Schweppe. As he comes around over here on his little high-powered tractor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we want to point something out to you. These are the most powerful pulling vehicles in the world. You consider how much they weigh, how much horsepower they have, but when you really get down to it, they are the most powerful pulling machines in the United States, anywhere, in any competition, the mini rods. They are the most powerful. So I'll tell you, let's watch them get ready to go here. The mini rods, they're about 6 foot long, 7 foot long. They run over 500 Qs blowing and so forth. And watch the wheel spin. It'll be over 120, 125 miles an hour. Tire spin. Here we go. Whoa! Korf with problems there. Yes, sirree. I don't exactly what let go with the tractor, man. He was out of the way and on his way, and all of a sudden, man, as the crew chiefs run down to check things out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it? What do you say? Tough luck right off the bat.
Russell Korf at 103 and 2/3, if you will, 103.66.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, mini rods. So this should tell us something about how the weight transfer is set as we get ready to watch him come down our way. Ladies and gentlemen, out of Thornville, Ohio, here's Dick Peters. Whoa.
Wow, Richard Peters absolutely puts the hammer down, and no question shows he wants to get back to the winner's circle, stretching it all the way out. We'll get the official reading momentarily, but the engine shut down, ladies and gentlemen. How about it? Let's give a big hand to Richard Peters and the Buckeyes Special. .38, and of course at this point we're not sure where they'll draw the full pull mark. 251.38.
Well, we're putting out approximately 1,500 horsepower on these babies as they come to the starting line. Here we come, Ricky Drury, Nicholasville, Kentucky, with the Woolly Booger. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wait till he shuts it off, and we'll tell you something here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this guy is a pretty good pull considering that is just about a 350 cubic inch engine on board that machine. Blowing 350, he's pulling against these guys that are running over 500 cubic inches, big blocks and so forth. Let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it? What do you say, ladies and gentlemen? Ricky Drury. What a bad pull at all, considering it's a small block. That's pretty darn good, I'll tell you.
For the Woolly Burger, 173.94 feet as Terry Dabbs, based in Stuttgart, Arkansas, will now come out. Richard Peters setting the early pace with a huge pull at 251 feet.
Well, Terry Dabbs from Stuttgart, Arkansas, ladies and gentlemen, made his run. He got a little bit out of shape over here, and he had to get on the binders pretty good to avoid from running out of bounds. But let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it? Terry Dabbs, ladies and gentlemen, from Stuttgart, Arkansas. Man, those guys were scrambling to get that vehicle ready to go because they broke the front wheel off of it coming in the arena a while ago. So it looks like they got everything done, looking pretty good.
As Roger Weissong and the Sting will fire the engine up next. Zeneca Agricultural Products make those tractors roar here at the National Farm Machinery Show Championship Tractor Pull.
On deck, Dennis Horse, another winner from here many years ago. Or a couple of years ago, Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, the Red Fox. But Weissong ready to come at us now on the starting line. Wait for the green flags. We got green light. We do a little more cleanup down here. We'll be ready to go. Roger Weissong. Ride 'em Cowboy. Just a little too loose on the nose, too light, ladies and gentlemen, and man, he took off. Ride 'em Cowboy. Let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it, folks? And I'm telling you, they are the most powerful pulling vehicles in the world when you really get down to the cubic inch plus weight on these babies. I mean, they are, you see the wheel spin, it's unbelievable. I used to call them the sprint cars of truck and tractor pulling. I'll tell you what, these guys fly.
Same kind of show, too. They are unpredictable. They cover a lot of track. And normally the guys and gals who can get to the front can find a way to keep that baby straight and stay out of the zigzag situation. 226.32 for Roger Weissong will put him into the number 2 spot. 226.32. Russell Korf has dropped as the test hook, has the option to come back, and he apparently will be able to get the Gambler running again. The Jasper Engines machine will drop and come back.
So here we go now. Dennis Horse, a winner here before. In fact, I think he won it a couple of years in a row there, but let's see what he does now. He's always coming out tough against. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call being too light on the nose. He was so light, he actually was spinning the tires, and you saw the smoke coming out of him where he was actually heating those slicks up so much that he had to actually, like drag racing, do a little burnout. So let's give him a nice round of applause, folks. That tractor will pull a lot better than that, I'm telling you. We've seen him before, but the Red Fox out of it here this afternoon with his run.
68.48. You know, when you get a guy like Denny Horst who has been so successful, and you can just see the frustration when it doesn't go right. And we've seen a lot of that this week. Some of the big names, I'm thinking of Dave Walsh last night, and really you can go all the way through. Ken Lamont a few nights ago. And here's another one, Denny Horst. It just doesn't come together for him, and you can't make a mistake here with all the big guns that come to the National Farm Machinery Show Championship Tractor Pull. Kevin Stouffer is ready with Rough and Ready out of Waynesboro. Full pull mark will be 250. So that means Richard Peters, as we expected, the Buckeye Special is now officially credited with a full pull. That's the only one at this point. 250 is the full pull mark. 250 for a full pull.
Whoa! Man, I tell you what, we have had a lot of breakage here this afternoon. He actually sheared, the blower belt let go, and he actually, the blower belt guard took the brunt of the shot there. I don't exactly know where the blower belt is, but I think everything's okay. Kevin shut it off quickly in order to do any engine damage. Kevin, you all right?
Yeah, we're okay. It's really taking power out here today, so it got us.
Lots of power. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a nice round of applause. I'll tell you, he made a good shot. Here's the blower belt right here. All right, here's your blower belt, ladies and gentlemen. It came off the front of that tractor, but everything seems to be okay. You want to take us back with you, Kevin, or can we give it a souvenir? Can we give this as a souvenir, Kevin?
45.63 for Kevin Stouffer and Rough and Ready. Now a guy who is a championship contender, a top contender, and that's all you need to say. We tell the stories about him, and we'll continue to. But the bottom line is this guy is as good as it gets, and every time out he's got a shot at the championship, including today. We're talking about Larry Kester and the Footloose Machine out of Wadesville, Indiana.
We're the tractors here this afternoon. Fairbanks will be up first here, though. You're going to bring him out first.
Fitchburg, Massachusetts, home base for John Fairbanks and Rat Poison. You got to go 250 to make the pull-off right now. Only Richard Peters has surpassed that mark. Roger Weissong second with the Sting. Terry Dabbs is third. So we intend to see Kester, but he dropped because of engine problems getting it started. So Fairbanks brings it on out. And we'll update you on the Footloose situation as soon as we get a little word up here at the announcer's stand. The first Rat Poison ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is. Let's give a big hand to Fitchburg, Massachusetts, Rat Poison, John Fairbanks. Kind of changed our hairdos over here.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that dirt will get super loose, and before you know it, it's right in your face, and no doubt about it.
Poison, 211.22. That's third best so far, by the way. Peters with the full pull. Weissong at 226, and now Fairbanks goes third at 211. Dabbs is fourth at 208, and fifth right now remains Ricky Drury and the Woolly Burger at 173. Now, we'll see if Gunther's or if Kester's ready. If not, we'll go to the many-time champion anywhere you find mini rods pulling, Glenn Gunther and the Tough Enough Machine, or Larry Kester. One of those we expect will be next out. A little bit later from the Kentucky Soybean Association and the Kentucky Corn Growers. Glenn Gunther and Tough Enough out of Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And as we mentioned, as good as it gets when you talk about the Tough Enough man and Glenn Gunther out of Arkansas. So many times in the winner's circle, victory lane, whatever you want to call the particular winner's podium. And he's been at all of them. Coming out now trying to catch Peters at 250 for a full pull.
All right, watch a sand pile on the other end, folks. Good shot. We'll have one there, no doubt about it. I'll tell you what, this whole track situation has fooled everybody this afternoon. It has absolutely baffled these guys.
Tell you what, when Glenn Gunther misses the weight, you know they're having a problem figuring it out. And Tough Enough gets a good pull, but not nearly what he expected. Third best so far today, but Richard Peters has still got the shot that's way out there.
Here's Jackie Carr now, ladies and gentlemen. The lady in our program this afternoon in the competition here. And she's out of Weldon, Illinois. State of Illinois, one of Photo Joe's favorite topics, the state of Illinois. And tractor pulling in Illinois. She was number 2 in points, is that right? Number 2 in points? No. Second year pulling, okay. So here we come. First time shot, Louisville, Kentucky. Here we go. On the line, Jackie Carr, Weldon, Illinois, in Jackie's Blackie right here.
Boy, a rough ride for Jackie right there. Wow.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the front weight bars broke off. The weights came down, went underneath the tractor. She was in a little bit of a problem and having trouble because she was definitely, it looked like she was heading out of bounds. I don't think any damage has been done underneath the machine, but their front weight bar did come off of it. Let's give her a nice round of applause. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? What do you say? Jackie Carr, folks. And I don't know if you get that tractor off those weights or not. Man, she took a rough ride. I hope she's okay.
Got her fired up, and Footloose is ready to go. That's good to see. 166.34 for Jackie Carr and Jackie's Blackie. 166.34. Larry Kester, Wadesville, Indiana, and Footloose.
Well, against all odds, ladies and gentlemen, this guy's came a long way. After a serious tractor accident years ago, this man has just really come on strong. And let's see what he does now. Larry Kester. Whoa.
Obviously just big problems for Larry Kester and Footloose today, unfortunately. Normally has a track record of doing so well here at Louisville as well.
I don't exactly know what happened, although it looks like it just started to spin and stop right down there, and he forward motion quickly ended. And he has 2 shots to get it here. Now, we're looking things over with the sled. No run, okay. No run, they said, so he'll still get another couple of shots here. Going back same spot? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk to Larry Kester. Larry, you're okay, aren't you?
No, I'm a little short.
But everything, ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand this guy's humor here. You know, when this guy said this terrible accident several years ago and lost both of his legs, we go into a restaurant one night down in, where was it, Tennessee? We were down in Knoxville or somewhere, and he goes, I can't go in there. I said, why? He says, no shoes, no service. So we couldn't go in there. But anyway, put the brakes on you, did he?
Yeah, he put the brakes on. That's why I backed out of it. It's going to be hard enough to pull without him putting the brakes on.
Everything's all right with your tractor, though, but this track sure fooled a lot of people this afternoon, hadn't it?
Oh, it's biting real good. It's taking a lot of horsepower.
You got a new set of tires on here?
Not at Louisville.
Not at Louisville. Okay. Not a new set of tires at Louisville for Larry Kester, ladies and gentlemen. And so there was a little problem with the sled. They took it back there, and actually the sled operator put the brakes on him to slow him down and just kind of put a null and a void on the run. So he's going to go right back there, and they're going to have to clean the track up a little bit, and then he'll be ready to go again. Right to turn that first run down, which he did, and now he rolls on back to the starting line, ready to go here. So it's okay. You can do that here without any problem whatsoever. And Russell Korf out of Evansville, Indiana, on the line with the Jasper Engine Gambler. Well, Korf moves to the left side of the track and had to get on the brakes hard, and that was all she wrote. Let's give him a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. How about it? Russell Korf, Evansville, Indiana, with the Jasper Engines Gambler right there. Full pull. Second place, Roger Wysong, 226 and 32. Third place right now is Glenn Gunther, 218.65. In fourth spot, it's John Fairbanks, 2:11 and 22. So those are your top four right now.
The gambler, Russell Korf, the Jasper Engines gambler, goes 172.33. 172.33. Got a emergency message at the announcer stand for Mickey Barr or Keith Staples. Mickey Barr or Keith Staples, please come to the announcer stand at ramp C on the lower level.
Whoa! The question is, did he make it or not? I don't know. We're going to find out. He's super close, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it? Robert Lenzini. Robert Lenzini. He made it, you think? Oh, yeah, I know. Illinois.
To make it into the pull-off, that little hook at the end cost him about 8 inches, and that's all it took. Lenzini's Mac Attack 249.31. He misses the full pull mark by less than a foot. 249.31, solidly in second, barely missing a pull-off. What he can do now that he gets a chance, hopefully, to make an official run. Couldn't get it started. Then when he did, they ended up having sled problems, and so now Kester will cut her loose again.
All right, here we go now with Larry Kester back on the starting line. Let's go, Larry. Well, Kester stayed in it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Larry Kester a nice round of applause. How about it? He stayed in it, didn't get out of it, and rode the rear wheels. Down the track he came. Just a little bit light on the nose there, once again, I'll tell you.
Well, 5.91 for Footloose and Larry Kester. And Rat Poison expected out now, Byron Dungy out of Normal, Illinois. That Castrol GTX sponsorship on the Rat Poison machine out of Illinois.
Well, here's Byron Dungy now from Normal, Illinois with his Rat Poison on the starting line. As he comes in ready to go. If you want to chance to win 20 bucks, you're going to have to get a hold of a program here this afternoon. It's the only way. And open to the corn and soybean growers advertisement. And you might have a chance to win here today. Scott will be out talking to you people in the audience a little bit later on in the program. So here we go. So let's give it a nice round of applause to Byron Dungy, ladies and gentlemen, the Illinois Tractor. What do you say? Let's give him a nice round of applause. From Normal, Illinois.
83.19.
Well, Sky King, man, Dave Campbell out of Zanesville, Ohio. Nice run. Super run for Sky King. That used to be the Pepsi Generation tractor years ago. He changed the name. But he still gives out those great candy all the time. This guy's got enough candy for an army.
Campbell, the Sky King machine, that jumps him into third place behind Richard Peters with the full pull and Robert Lenzini and the Mac Attack. So Dave Campbell at 2:33.29 sits third in the Sky King with one more to go. Richard Gowan in Jerseyville, Illinois-based PJ's Express. All right, PJ's Express, the last one with a shot to force the Buckeye Special into a pull-off. He's got to take her past the 250 mark to do it. PJ's Express out of Illinois and Richard Gowan.
There again, a fuel-injected tractor. You can see the 8 stacks coming up on the top there, ladies and gentlemen, and a little bit under horsepower without the blower, but he made a nice run. Let's give PJ's Express a nice round of applause. How about it? Richard Goins, ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a nice round of applause. The PJ's Express.
So there's no doubt about it. Richard Peters gets the job done. 168.94 is the distance for Richard Gowan and PJ's Express. 168.94. And as Butch gets ready for the winter ceremonies, we'll run down the order of finish for the entire field of mini rods here this afternoon. Place to Roger Weissong, the Sting, 226.32. Glenn Gunther, 5th, and Tough Enough at 218.65. Then Larry Kester, 6th in Footloose. 7th to John Fairbanks' Rat Poison. 8th to Terry Dabbs. Byron Dungy's Rat Poison goes 9th. The Woolly Burger and Ricky Drury for 10th. Russell Korf's Jasper Engine's Gambler finishes 11th. PJ's Express ends up 12th, followed by the Red Fox in 13th. Jackie's Blackie 14th, and Rough and Ready 15th. Butch has got your winner in the winner's circle.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he just said it to me. He said, well, you know, Butch, he said it just might have been a little bit of luck today. He said that we did this. What do you mean by that?
There's a lot of good guys back there, and they had a lot of breakage, and a lot of guys missed the gearing and the weight on the front end, which we also missed too. But I guess it's just our day again. I want to thank Zeneca for holding in there and staying with us. I want to thank Midwest Frame, Sassy Massey for the engine, my family for working with me, and we just had a good time. Hope to be back next year.
Well, we're hoping this is 2 years in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it? Richard Peters from Thornville, Ohio. And our trophy presentations once again this afternoon, representing the Kentucky State Fair Board, Miss Mary Kate Gatton and Mr. Jim Johnson from the Zeneca Ag Products Group here. Well, Mr. Lenzini, man, I'll tell you what, you're getting closer every year, aren't you, buddy boy?
Oh, yeah, it feels good to be in the top 3 here, especially. A lot of tough competitors back there. Makes us feel real good, and I want to thank Zeneca for having us. Hopefully we'll be back next year.
Did you have to hit the brakes at all coming down?
Not as much as some of the other guys. A couple times I did. Probably should have stayed in it a little longer at the end, got them few inches, but it happens.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a nice round of applause. Your number 2 man, Robert Lenzini, here this afternoon. Yes, sirree. And once again, trophy presentations this afternoon representing Kentucky State Fair Board, Miss Mary Kate Gatton, and from the Zeneca Ag Products Group, Jim Johnson. Well, Sky King, better known as Dave Campbell, also known as the Candy Man. What's going on?
Not much. We had a little better luck this year, looks like.
Yeah, no motor damage this time, right?
Not that I know of.
Everything looks super good. If you're going to change anything, what would you have done?
Got Peters disqualified somehow, him and Lenzini both.
you would have, I like that. That's pretty sharp, I'll tell you. Good thinking. So let me ask you this, though. You and Peters, you 2 guys out of Ohio, do you talk much or anything? You seem to guess the weight pretty well.
Rick and I, we've been the best of friends for years, and and he's bad. He's tough. There's no getting around about it.
Well, we hope to see you down the road somewhere, Dave. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give this man a nice round of applause. How about it? What do you say? Dave Campbell, he's been pulling here a long time, folks, and we're certainly glad to have him with us again. Once again, our trophy presentations representing the Kentucky State Fair Board, Miss Mary Kate Gatton, and of course we've got Jim Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, from Zenigag Products. So there you go.